Hey y'all, Shawn with Nodough Acres. Just figured we'd come out in the garden, give you guys a little look-see what's going on out here. As you can see, the zucchini are doing amazing all right through here. Down in here I have a bunch of New Zealand spinach, which is doing very well. Planted a few onions up in there just for the heck of it. I have peppers over here. This big long vine here is from my acorn squash that seems to have gone crazy, but I do have a bunch of beautiful little acorn squash. From here all the way down to the end is all acorn squash. Surprisingly enough, there's only 4 plants there, and they're spaced 3 feet apart. My giant Swiss chard is doing fantastic. Looks like my peppers need a little bit of water. I have one little Jimmy Nardello right here, and then I've got some bell peppers back in here. Looks like they all need a little bit of water, but they're all doing well. My Cherokee Tan Pumpkin, let me back up here, make sure I'm not tripping over anything. As you can see, has come all the way out here, pretty much takes up this whole corner of the garden. So that's all Cherokee Tan Pumpkin there. And yesterday, I noticed for the first time we've got a few blooms in here, like that one there. So I am excited. I am looking forward to getting some pumpkins. I have some cucumbers over here along the fence. Most of them seems to have died, but I have one that's kind of there, and then I got this nice one right here. I do have, like I said, a lot of the giant Swiss chard in here, but I have some beautiful okra plants over there in the corner. Only a few of my double red corn came up. I planted several of them, but I think I only got about 4 of them. The glass gem corn or Navajo corn is doing very well. That's these 2 rows here. And then down there at the other end, that's Hopi blue corn. My beans and peas are doing fantastic. This end is mostly purple hull peas, and I've got some Yarden peas and some Lincoln peas along the back there that are doing great, that will get harvested tomorrow morning. It's a little too warm right now to do it. I've got one yellow zucchini back there. Oh, sorry, that's actually a yellow squash. I have both. I have yellow zucchini and I have yellow squash. So I've got a few weeds in here and there, but for the most part, it is just beautiful. I have very few weeds. Looks like I've got a little striped yellow zucchini down in there, which is very cool. I have beans and peas. Well, this is all beans actually. I have a whole bunch of Kentucky Wonders and top crops growing along here. My 2 favorite green beans. And I planted a few, as you can see, the Oriental yard-long beans, and they're doing great. I've got them down here. They're all over the ground, and they're kind of everywhere right now, but I have some beautiful rattlesnake beans, so, which is very cool. I think I'll be harvesting some of those tomorrow morning as well. Everything seems to be doing good. My garlic, we already harvested most of that. I let some of it go to seed on purpose just so I could get the seed. Looks like I've got some scapes off these new ones. So I'll go ahead and cut those scapes, and we can have those for breakfast tomorrow. I've got some more okra plants kind of tucked in all over the place in here in the corn. I've got some eggplant in among the corn. I've decided that next year I'm going to plant all of my eggplant. I'm going to start everything inside so that they're a little bit bigger. This year I decided to try starting everything outside, and I think that was a mistake. I didn't get as many of them pop up as I wanted to, but you know, what the heck. I have hot peppers down here along the bottom. I have 2 ghost chilies here. I have a habanero. I can't remember if that's a habanero or no, that's a habanero. And then these 2 down here, these are both Tabascos. So, but they're starting to get some nice little flowers on them because of the heat. So we definitely are enjoying that. Pretty soon we'll have some nice peppers. But just thought you guys would like to see how the garden was doing. As you can tell, it's big, it's green. This section that's still black, this is gonna get planted this week. I've got a bunch of starts up on the front porch. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and show those to you. Okay, as you can see, I got some little pumpkin starts up here in the front. These are sugar pie pumpkins. So the gladiolas have done outstanding this year. And because of that, as you can see the little sunflower here, we decided to plant a few little sunflowers in here that are starting to come up nicely. But they're coming up rather nicely. The flower bed in the front is starting to die back, so. But it served its purpose. It gave us plenty of flowers. Looks like I got one more second set coming on. We've been trimming them off as they bloom, so. My mint plant that I planted up here in the corner seems to be doing well. It was very small earlier. My little tiny aloe vera transplant that has grown significantly. I have a small bed up here that has some salad mix in it. So it's doing very well. These are all the little plant starts I was telling you about. We have some loofah and some Hales cantaloupe and some Kajari melons and some sugar baby watermelons. And we got some spaghetti squash and some cushaw. And I had to replant the butternut squash down there on the end because they didn't pop up. But that's okay. They'll do well in the fall, so they don't mind the cold weather too much. So, but our little lettuce bed, we're looking forward to getting some salads off of that. But all in all, it came out pretty good this year. All right, y'all. This is what we ended up with from day before yesterday and today's harvest. We processed, shredded a bunch of yellow squash and some yellow zucchini. I've got 8 quart bags of yellow zucchini and 6 quart bags of yellow squash, all with approximately 2 cups of shredded each one. So that's what we ended up with, and we still have to do the green. So we still got a bunch left to do. I've got the dehydrator going over here. Matter of fact, I think it's done. Yep, it's done. We got a bunch of mushrooms in here, so I'll have to drop those in some jars and put them in the cupboard. But just thought I'd share with you how we did today.